Hello and welcome to Anime Madness Reacts, where me and Skeletony, normally Tacco would be here as well, react to the newest of My Hero Academia chapter. This week we got chapter 400 called Beyond Limits. So some plus ultra.
Yeah.
So to start off, we have Ayama asking, "Is that you, Hagakure?" And yep, seems like Hagakure has figured out how to turn off her invisibility,
Uh,
and it's
also so
very
funny because the next page.
spicy how Kishimoto is doing this with a Jump magazine reminds me of when in Bleach during the Soul Suicide episode, and the chapter is literally called Soul Suicide, when Ishin goes into Misaki to protect her. After defeating the inner hollow inside of Misaki, she throws her arms up in the manga, and Kubo just draws everything, like nipples included. They cut that part where she jumps up in joy out of the anime in Everything But the Rain of
Oh,
June Truth. But yeah, but so we get Hagakure. Um, we got a sneak peek of this at the end of last chapter, and she gets immediately embarrassed. It screams, "Look away!" She's like, "No, being invisible is like my whole identity." And Aoyama's apologizing as well. She says using her quirk has never caused this before. Wait, maybe it did. Facing down Doom must have made him go past his usual capacity, and that made my invisibility quirk bug out. And both, so she's saying that Ayama's quirk evolved.
which would be interesting.
And he's saying, forget about that. We must burn away these plants to save our allies. Fat mentioned that they would continue to grow even with their master defeated. The will behind them may be gone, but they do not vanish.
Hmm.
And they're trying to think of a plan. Gakure's like, is your tummy up for it? No way. So he's saying this is going to be his last day as a student of UA.
Whatever it takes.
By the way, this is an 18-page chapter. So a little shorter than the One Piece chapter that we reacted to. Technically today, but for you guys yesterday. Now we cut back to the All Might All for One battlefield. And he's having engine overheat and battery failure. But he's saying, let up even a bit and he'll drag himself away. And there's a huge beam. It kind of reminds me of the damned punk beam that Eustace Kid used to defeat Big Mom. Yeah, there's your One Piece reference in a My Hero chapter.
Oh, yeah. Need one of those.
He took a clue from Star's last stand. Star got obliterated like immediately.
That's okay. He took some inspiration from it. That's all he needs.
Although turning a laser into solid matter for a continuous oomph isn't a trick in my repertoire. So, sound wave vibration earphone jack.
God, look how crazy he looks.
He looks deranged. So All Might does this attack and then has a huge inner monologue about the attack. About like what he used, like what his thought process was in the leading up to all these different attacks, and then we just get this close up of All Might's face, and he's got a smile. He looks like Reed Destro, and he just looks absolutely insane.
Oh, his legs are gone. He says, "No, my legs still paid the price." So I think he's. Oh God.
Oh, his legs got shattered.
Yeah.
They're broken, and his one arm is broken, but being manipulated by the armor, which must hurt like hell.
Absolutely.
Probably why he has such pain look on his face is because of how much pain he's in.
And it's just gonna get worse because we can see the next page.
You wanted to see
Ooh,
my
geez.
face, so you didn't aim for my head, you moron. I got off easy here. Easy, you'll probably never be able to walk again, dude.
If he even
If he
survives.
even survives, but he does get. It looks like his eye came out.
It looks, but as we continue down at CBC,
Yeah,
it's just a big ass forehead gash.
morphing armor create. I couldn't load myself up with more power than this. Binding rounds grape juice.
Oh
So
my
just
god.
fade away already. So he's doing these attacks a lot more quicker now. So it must be coming towards the end. While my euphoria is still overriding the pain. Who's the skinny guy in black? Oh, we cut to somewhere.
Rod did too.
Yeah, we cut off to a different country with a little kid asking who's the skinny guy in black, and I guess his grandmother says, "I don't know much about them, all them heroes."
That's all going on in a far off land.
What happens
Whoever
if a
wins
wizard
doesn't have much to
loses?
do with us.
She says that, but he gets real. He starts clenching his fist, like, "Come on, you can do it." Like to them, it must seem like some sort of movie, like that's being
Yeah.
aired or something. So he's continuing with the laser beam, and laser beam gave out. It disintegrated.
Yep. It's gone now.
And we have All Might there. He lost his smile now. And we have, looks like a child All for One, which we still don't know his real name.
Yeah.
We still don't know
Look, he
All for
can't
One's
move.
real name. As I said, tools can't surpass their own limits. His whole body's glowing. A wee
He's a wee
lad
lad.
now. Are you forgetting to smile, dear friend?
Oh, and the next page though, it's insane.
And yeah, All for One cannot move. Who are you really? And I'm guessing that's Stain?
Yo!
Is that
Yo!
Stain?
You're right, it is! Go to the next page!
Just someone appears on like a floating piece, I'm guessing, of the car, and it just says all bleed red. And it looks like Stain, and it is Stain. Now conquer him, All Might. And that's the end of the chapter.
Oh my god, Stan, what are you doing here?
So I don't know if you remember, but in season 6, or like about 100 chapters ago, All Might's looking at his statue, and someone wrote on it, "I am not here." And All Might goes to take it down, and Stain stops him. They have this whole conversation about, is he really All Might? Like, you're not All Might. And he sees the last lady he saved, the one that was behind him in his fight against Overhaul at the end of season 3. Or not Overhaul, All for One in season 3. That lady that said, "You can do it, All Might," while being pinned by rubble, went and cleaned it daily.
Oh
That
my
statue
god.
of All Might. And Stain and All Might had a conversation, and I guess they decided to team up. And yes, Stain is with them teaming up.
God.
I was not expecting this at
No.
all. I don't think
All
anybody was
people
expecting
show up.
this.
Stain?
Stain. Wow.
Amazing.
No break week.
Thank God. We need more action.
No break week. It's probably gonna. We might flip flop with Aoyama and Hagakure, but I think that area is pretty well settled. Only thing is, explain her powers a little bit more. Did she evolve her powers herself to where she can actually turn off the invisibility now?
Maybe.
Either way, how has she been getting a haircut all these years?
Good question. Maybe she hasn't. But then her hair would be super long.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of mangly.
I mean, it could be one of those scenarios where it's her hair hasn't been taken care. Like her hair's been taken care of, but not super well. So it's just a bunch of dead ends that haven't been cut off. So that's why it's not growing anymore. That's probably what it is.
Here's another question: can she see herself perfectly fine?
I want to think no, because
her body was pretty smooth, unless she just isn't capable of growing body hair.
it's one of those weird things. Because we can't tell, but when she like after that attack, she's like, "Ah," and like covered up. So it's like I want a feeling she can't like she knows where her body is. She feel like she knows where it is, and she can like kind of visualize it, but she
Yeah,
can't
she
see herself.
that
Because it's one of those weird things. It's
yeah.
like you can visualize, like say you close your eyes, you can visualize where your arm is because you feel it. You have all those nerve endings and stuff in your arm.
This it's gonna need some explaining. I don't know if it's gonna in whenever this comes out in the Tankobons, if it's gonna be explained then. It's definitely gonna need some explaining. Like
Absolutely, it's one
more
of the
on
weird quirks out there that we have no clue why
yeah.
it works the way it does.
But I feel like we might not see that battlefield again.
For a little while at
It
least.
seems pretty wrapped up. It seems they got rid of the
Yeah.
main villain in that battlefield and they just had to do cleanup.
Hmm.
Next week is probably all going to be Stain and All Might versus All for One.
Oh, probably. One of the comments on it said it's just all for one's gonna get over that paralysis because Stain and All Might are gonna argue over killing him.
I feel like Stain would agree with killing him.
Oh, but I think it's who gets to.
Oh, who gets to?
I feel like it'd be who gets to kill him because
That
All Might's been his adversary for so long, but it's Stain. He would want to.
I feel like Stain. The reason Stain would want to is to not tarnish All Might.
Mm-hmm.
To where All Might
Because I don't think
has
All
killed.
Might.
All Might's never killed anybody.
Yeah, so that'd be him
And
saving his reputation
yeah, I
as a
feel like
hero.
Stain would want to do it to save All Might's reputation, 100%. Either way, no break week next week. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, the Madness Kirby Sage's Top 16 will be uploaded. Thursday, the Wormhole of Fall Preview will be uploaded. And stay tuned for on Twitch this Saturday, where we will be talking about anime we want to see animated. So, and it includes anything that has a manga that has no planned anime adaptation. For example, Final Fantasy Lost Stranger, no planned anime adaptation right now. I really would love to see that as an anime, or even give it to
Give
me
me
as
a
a
good
game.
adaptation.
Give it to me as a game, even like
That'd be
it's such
pretty
a good
cool.
story. I'm enjoying it. It's such a mixture of all the different Final Fantasies. Like we get Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 15. Like so many different things from different Final Fantasies. And then next Sunday, we will be live with best rom com. So not like rom com as in it's only going to be romance comedies. It's going to be we just did it like that because there's so many rom coms. We figured, oh, we can do like 8 romances and like 8 comedies. Like, and some of the romances will be rom com, of course, but like we can take those two genres and put them together since there's so many rom coms out there.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one. I think we need to come up with one more. You already figured it out.
No,
So,
I said yeah.
yeah. So stay tuned for that. It will be posted in the Discord, which you could join from the link below. And yeah, I think I'll have that posted in the Discord probably Tuesday.
All right, that sounds good.
So the day that this video is up, the day that you see this video is when that list will be posted on the Discord. But have a good night, everyone. Take it easy. Join the Rogue Army. Or the Rogue
Bye.
Nation. Rogue Energy. Code Madness5 at checkout. Get yourself 5% off. Check out all the links in the description as well. Have a good one.